One of the seven wonders of the world, the Great Barrier Reef is a precious natural resource situated off the coast of Queensland, Australia. It is the world's largest coral reef system and home to over 1,500 different species of fish, which includes whales, dolphins and dugongs. The Australian economy benefits greatly from the tourism and fishing industries of the reef, contributing approximately $5.4 billion annually and supporting about 69,000 jobs. One of the threats which the Great Barrier Reef is facing is that of overfishing. This directly impacts on the coral reef, which in turn causes a shift in the reef's ecosystem, affecting its balance and biodiversity. This has resulted in a rapid decline in fish populations, as fish size, species composition and abundance have all been affected. The World Wildlife Fund maintains that humans take far more fish than the ocean can replace naturally. The effects of this overfishing include pollution from boats, habitat destruction from trawlers, nets and anchors, and the catching of unwanted species such as dolphins and turtles. Damage to the seafloor directly impacts on the food chain and leads to the breakdown of the coral reef system. When the food chain is affected, then the whole ecosystem of the Great Barrier Reef is off balance. Without certain species of primary or secondary consumers, there is an overgrowth of algae, worms and anemones which result, causing decline in fish stocks. The overall result of damage to the habitat will lead to the extinction of certain species of fish. Sustainable fishing practices within the Great Barrier Reef are vital and include fishing only in zones where it is permitted, banning fishing gear that results in bycatch and damage to corals, reporting illegal fishing practices in the area, adhering to legal fish species and size limits as outlined by the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, and not targeting marine animals such as dugongs and turtles. By being aware of the protected species within the reef, one will ensure viability of the species as well as the health of the ecosystem. The Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority has found that fishing only in permitted zones has led to a recovery in the populations of humpback whales, loggerhead turtles, crocodiles and green turtles. The Great Barrier Reef is every individual's responsibility. It does not belong to the government, but to the people of this country. It is a precious natural ecosystem which needs to be cared for in a sustainable manner so that future Australians can also enjoy its beauty and benefits. Affirmative action needs to be taken today, whether it be in the form of support for conservation organisations, lobbying governments to place more regulations in place to preserve the reef, or adhering to the rules of fishing. The Great Barrier Reef can have a healthy future. However, this is dependent on humans being respectful and responsible in their actions today.